Well, hello. Welcome to Responsible Home Living. Last week we learned about recycling that you can do in your home.
Alright, well, I heard you guys fucking smash the first game.
Recycling in the garbage? Really? This week, we'll be discussing water conservation and what you can do. Reducing your impact can be as simple as replacing your home's water fixtures and buying energy-efficient appliances. Let's start right here in the kitchen with the worst offender, the dishwasher. I limit myself to 1 time per week, and in the meantime, I use Pope Francis and glitter to take care of the rest. Another place you can reduce your water consumption is in the bathroom. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Dude, get out!
And don't wash your hands!
Fuck off.
The number one consumer of water in the household is showering. The best way to reduce your impact is to take shorter showers or shower with a buddy.
A low-flow toilet can be a great addition to your home. A low-consumption toilet uses only 1.6 gallons of water per flush compared to the 3.5 gallons per flush of a standard consumption toilet. This can save your family 11,000 gallons of water per year. However, why not just use the great outdoors? In 1976, Americans drank an average of 1.6 gallons of bottled water every year. 30 years later, consumption increased to 30 gallons per person. All these bottles add up. As a nation, Americans buy an impressive 29 billion bottles every year. However, of those 29 billion bottles, only about 13% are recycled. In 2005, 2 million tons of water bottles ended up in the US landfills. A great way to drastically reduce this number and minimize environmental pollution is to buy renewable water bottles and fill them up at home. But the best way to reduce your drinking water consumption is to simply avoid drinking water altogether. UCD! Woo! Nearly 1.5 billion people worldwide lack safe drinking water, and at least 5 million deaths per year can be attributed to waterborne diseases. With over 70% of the planet covered by oceans, people have long regarded these bodies of water as limitless dumping grounds for wastes. The world population uses around 4,500 cubic kilometers of water a year, equivalent to just under 800 cubic meters per capita. 12% of the water used is in the United States, where per capita consumption is nearly 2,000 cubic meters a year. About $300 billion a year is paid out by various users for water consumption and treatment globally. Urban consumers pay most of this, although they only account for about 10 to 15% of the total amount consumed, as compared with 70% for agricultural consumers. 95% of all fresh water on Earth is groundwater, which is found in natural rock formations. These formations, called aquifers, are a vital natural resource with many uses. In the United States, 53% of the population relies on groundwater as a source of drinking water, and in rural areas, this figure is even higher, with 81% of the community dependent on this groundwater. A body of water can become polluted when large amounts of foreign materials like sewage and industrial waste are introduced. When water is unfit for its intended use, it is considered polluted. 2 types of pollution exist, the first being point source, such as sewage treatment plant or an industrial factory. The second is non-point source, like an agricultural runoff. Reducing the amount of water we use and correctly disposing of hazardous waste can greatly diminish the amount of pollutants entering our waterways. Household cleaners and automotive products are the worst pollutants that your home produces. A single quart of motor oil can pollute 250,000 gallons of drinking water. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Responsible Home Living. I hope you learned the importance of water conservation and will implement these simple techniques into preserving this valuable resource. See you next week!